Okay, so by now we're perhaps beginning to understand and appreciate the role that lifestyle plays in enabling us to do our best work. How being more open to new ideas and experiences ultimately deepens our capacity to produce, which is why we have our Flown Almanac and Flown Quest, for example. I mean, these things are not just a resource for interesting tidbits of information or activities that we can enjoy participating in. They're actually a tool that we can use in order to enrich and enhance the fruits of our deep work practice. Speaking of which, I wonder what you would say if I was to tell you that humor can also play a significant role in all of this. See, think about your standard knock-knock joke or some witty one-liner. What you'll perhaps begin to notice is that what allows the punchline to work is that there's usually some kind of double meaning or implied gap that it's been left to the audience to connect the dots between. For example, if I was to tell you that I used to work in a shoe recycling store, it was soul destroying. Or I'm trapped in a same-sex relationship, the sex is always the same. Or I can give you the cause of anaphylactic shock in a nutshell. See, admittedly, I'm definitely no comedian, and all jokes are actually courtesy of the Edinburgh Fringe Festival, so I take no credit or blame. My point is that what allows a joke to be funny, or depending on your take, perhaps just mildly amusing, is that two notions have usually been brought together in a surprising or humorous way, whilst crucially being left to the audience to infer the connection. See, do you see? It's by association again. And so the play then is in the associative work that you, as the hearer, have to do in order to get the joke. See, this is why humor is so often so incredibly culturally specific. It's why a joke ceases to be funny the moment that it requires explanation, because it can only work by relying upon what the audience is able to infer, the link that you, as the hearer, are able to create. Now, as you might imagine, with there being this kind of strong parallel between the workings of humor and those of creativity, it inevitably leads to there being a relationship between the two. What's really interesting is that it's not just that creativity is able to generate humor, but humor, and more specifically laughter, has actually been shown and proven to enhance and empower creativity, making it a tool that we can actually integrate into our own working practice. Now, of course, the most obvious question to emerge out of this will be, well, how exactly do we do this? Or, perhaps more interestingly, just how far do these benefits to humor go?